Welcome back. It's Doug MPA. You guys know I love to talk about women, student loan debt, and the useless degrees that they get when they put themselves in all this debt. So I have two women in this video. One is a social worker. She regrets getting her two social work degrees. Then the other one is a marketing major, and she regrets getting her degree. Guys, women keep going to these expensive schools to get degrees no one cares about that aren't going to make them any money. That's right. Men are in on the scam. There are less and less men going to college, but women just keep going. So we're going to look at these two women and how they regret their choices. Before I do that, like the video, subscribe, drop a comment. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me and what I'm doing over here. And let's get into this.
What's up, y'all? I didn't necessarily want to say this, but I think it needs to be said. So, as y'all know, I have my bachelor's and my master's in social work, and I have been like on a hunt for a job, etc. And I got a declining letter today saying like, oh, thanks for applying, but we're gonna move forward with other candidates. And I did like a whole portfolio, everything for that job, and I really wanted it, but God is on the throne, so not gonna harp on it. But I keep having to fight the feeling of regret of like what I went to school for.
So, guys, on my channel, what are the 7 degrees I always say women get that aren't worth the paper they're printed on? Psychology, sociology, social work, like this girl, criminal justice, some kind of studies degree, so gender studies, African American studies, Asian studies, communications, education. And the reason why is about less than 20% of STEM students are women: science, technology, engineering, and math. So the other 80% are getting degrees in humanities, and mainly those 7. So she has a master's degree and a bachelor's degree in social work, but so do thousands, hundreds of thousands of other women. And the ceiling for this degree and income is about $55,000 a year. So you're competing with all these other women to get a job that's only going to pay you $55,000 a year. And she's finding out the hard way, you guys.
And I'm like, I pigeonhole myself, and maybe I wasn't supposed to do it, and maybe like I just did that because I thought that was good for me, or because I was good at helping people. And I feel like the enemy has tried to discourage me and make me accept smaller, just to be at a point in my life where I want to be. Because I'm like, I see how business students, or like marketing students, or like all the other type of things that are in my skill set, they have internships, like paid internships, they travel, all of that. I'm like, so.
But even most of them, most women getting those degrees still aren't making any money. What is she talking about? She said marketing majors, business majors, you still don't make any money doing those things. What is she talking about?
Social work never gets that. Like, we have to go to a counseling center or whatever. It's free. Like, we don't get paid, all this type of stuff. And I'm like, dang, did I mess over myself? And so,
Yes, you did, young lady. Yes, you did.
I just keep having these thoughts of like you shouldn't have went to school for that, because it's hard for me to find a job that is not counseling. And so I guess.
So she has a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in social work, but doesn't want to do counseling. Isn't that what social workers do a lot of the time? Unless you work for the government in like program management or something like that.
I'm just here to say, if you're like me, in a place where you're constantly fighting thoughts of, should I have done that? Like, if it was in purpose, and if it brings you joy daily to do what you do, and you're just trying to figure out a place where I want to get paid more, I want to have a different environment, keep going. So this is my encouragement to anybody who may be feeling like how I feel, to keep going, and God rewards long suffering. So don't settle now after you've waited for this long. Be patient and endure, because brighter's on the other side. And imagine how stupid you would feel if you jump from one headache to another, and you'd be like, God, dog, I should.
Don't settle, she said. you have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in social work. You need to make money. It looks like she has a job right now, maybe doing some kind of admin work, but you got to pay your bills. Any job that pays you enough to pay your bills is not settling.
Just stay where I was. Because this aggravating, because now I didn't move, did all of this just to be in the same spot or just getting a few dollars more. Don't get me wrong, money makes a difference, but is it worth it when it comes to your mental health, your happiness, and purpose? So I just want to encourage somebody today to keep going.
So, what was the biggest mistake with the last thing she said? She said happiness, mental health, purpose. A lot of us men, guys, we don't get to consider those three things when we're looking for a job to be able to provide for ourselves and a wife and children if we so choose to have them. Guys, put in the comments if you've ever been happy at a job. Because I haven't, but I've never had happiness in the equation. I think the reason why these women get the degrees and the 7 I talked about earlier in the video is because they want purpose and they want a passion and they want to be happy and feel like they're doing something important. Newsflash for you ladies, most of you aren't going to be able to get that.
From the University of Arizona about 6 or 7 months ago with a bachelor's degree in marketing, and I work in marketing currently. I really love it, but here's some things that I kind of regret about being a marketing major. While I was in school, a lot of people told me marketing was a very lucrative career, and I didn't really get that because I was like, what are you talking about? I looked it up on Google. They make like 120K if you're a director. Like, I'll be fine.
Yeah, well, Google lied to you, young lady, because I looked it up before I did this video, and the average salary of a person with a degree in marketing is $54,000 to $67,000 a year. That's cap salary right there. And then there's so many women with marketing majors, and there aren't a lot of marketing director positions. So what makes you think that you're gonna get one of those?
And although that is a good salary, I think what I failed to realize was people who are in other disciplines like finance or economics, some of them are making 120K right out of graduation. Meanwhile, for a marketing degree, it takes a few more years to get to that number, which is totally fine, but it can be somewhat of a struggle if you really want to live in an expensive place like New York or Miami, LA, or if just you have friends who are making that amount and you're like trying to keep up with them.
See, that's why you don't do any of those of what you just said. Don't move to Miami. Don't move to New York. Don't move to LA if you can avoid it. Why? If because odds are a lot of marketing degrees, well, a lot of jobs now are remote. Guys, if you can get a remote job and avoid living in a high priced area, do it. And then this whole thing about, oh yeah, if you have friends that make the amount of money and trying to keep up, doesn't that sound like a modern women thing to do, guys?
Jesus H. Christ.
She just told on herself. And I wonder how much debt she's going to have trying to do that. And guys, no, accounting majors, finance majors don't make $100,000 out of the jump. The average salary a person makes out of college is still around like $45,000, $40 to $45,000 a year. Don't believe the hype.
Off of that, with really any business major, communications, you're able to get a marketing job, but that's not vice versa. Like, I cannot just go and get a finance job with a marketing degree. But
So did you hear? She said if you have a business degree or communications degree, you can get a marketing job, but you can't do it the other way around. So why even get a degree in marketing in the first place? Why? Because you have to ask yourself, guys, why do these universities keep offering these majors? They know they're not marketable, but they take people's money anyway. But that's the free market, I guess.
they could get a marketing job, if that makes sense. I feel like if you're not positive, if you want to do marketing, that it might be a safer route to major in something else and just minor in marketing. Because if you have a finance degree, accounting degree, you can always work in marketing. But with a marketing degree, you cannot always work in finance. While I was in college, I knew I wanted to work in marketing, but for some reason I would doubt myself and I'd be like, maybe I should try an internship in operations. Like, maybe I should try an internship in sales just to make sure that I wanted to work in marketing. And while it was so helpful to get all that other experience, I think I should have just gone with my gut and like gotten marketing internships.
Yeah, you probably should have done that. Because with a marketing degree, you need all the help that you can get, all the contacts you can get, everything you can to get ahead. in a discipline that's just saturated with marketing majors.
Have like 2 marketing internships, which was fantastic. But I started doing internships my sophomore year, and if every single one of my internships was in marketing, just in different disciplines like social media marketing, media buying, like whatever, I think that would have helped me a lot post grad, just figuring out like what I wanted to do specifically within marketing. So that's definitely something I recommend to people right now who are still in grad or still in undergrad. If you know you want to work in marketing, like don't second guess yourself, like get a ton of marketing internships and figure out exactly what kind of marketing you.
So odds are she got a job out of college making what most new grads make, $40,000 to $45,000 a year, and maybe in LA or New York, and she's broke. And that's how she's going to be for the next 4 or 5, 6 years. Because, guys, we know that our maximum earning potential age is 45 to 55. But women just have this illusion like they're going to make a lot of money real fast with some BS degree. No! And she's having to find out the hard way. Guys, I implore you, get a highly valued skill, a highly valued trade, make money that way if you can avoid going to college and getting student loan debt. And if you choose to go to college, get degrees in something that's worth it. Accounting, science, technology, engineering, math. Don't do marketing, social work, any of this garbage. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.